A very good morning, dear students. Welcome to your computer class. So, this is the continuation of your previous class. As you know, we had started the chapter using Excel as a database. So, before starting our next topic, let's do some recap what you have learned till now. So, you have learned what is a database. So, can you please tell me what is a database? A database is a collection of information related to a particular object. Okay, and in database you have learned about field, record and field name. So what is a field, my dear students? The field is a column. Okay, here the field is a column within the database that contains only the similar type of data. It's called field. So in the field roll number, it contains only the roll number of the students. In the field name, okay, this column only contains the name of the students. So this is known as a field. Now record. Record means the rows of the database. The rows of the database is known as a record. Okay, that record consists of the information about only one person or only one object. So here in this row, it contains the all the information of roll number 1. Okay, in the next row, it contains all the data of roll number 2. Okay, now what is a field name? It is a column label for the field in a database. All the field names appear in one row. Here the field name, this is the field name, roll number, name, English, Hindi, maths, total, percentage. So these all are the field names. Okay, so we have learned about the form. A form is a window that contains numerous fields to enter, modify and view one record at a time. That I've already created the form. Okay, the quick from the quick access toolbar, we have to click on the quick access toolbar. You can find it, the form option is there. So after clicking on that, you will find it, a form window will appear. So here you can uh, modify, enter, view or in view the datas. Okay, so so here in this way you can add a new means clicking on the new button you can add a new record. Delete, if you want to delete in any datas or any records from the database, then you can use this delete, clicking on the delete button. Okay, so these all are the things that you have learned till now. Okay, you can search a record using the criteria option. So these all are the things that, suppose I want to search a result of roll number 5. So I just click on the roll number 5 and press enter. Okay, criteria option, roll number 5, and it, see, it gives me the all the details of the roll number 5. So in this way you can search any records in your database. So up to this you have learned up to this. So let's start today's class uh, with the topic filtering data. Now what is filtering data? The filter features is one of the interesting features of Excel, which helps you to display only those records that meet the specified criteria and hide the rest of the records. So using filtering we can search, means we can search any kind of particular data. So how to do the filtering? Suppose I'm going to filter the roll number, suppose in the Hindi marks. Okay, so let's do filtering. So after clicking on any data, select any cell within the database range. Suppose say this is the D2 row. Okay, D2 row. So I'm clicking on the D2 row and click on the filter button from here in the from the data tab. So after clicking on the filter button, you will find it out that small arrows will be added in the column header. These arrows are used to specify condition to filter the data. Now you have to click on that arrows. Okay, click on the arrows next to the Hindi column. So here you can find it out, all the marks are shown. So you have to deselect all the datas. Okay, all the checkbox you have to deselect all the checkbox. After that, suppose I want to see the student those who got those who got 67 marks. Okay, so I'm clicking okay. After that, after selecting, so it is showing only though the student who got 67 in Hindi. So you can uh, find a particular data using the filter criteria. Okay, Now let's do more some in filter criteria. So how to deselect means switch off the filter option. Just after that you have to click on the filters again. Okay, next using advanced filter. Now what is that advanced filter? Advanced filter option used to filter data in a multiple fields using specified criteria. Okay, in the multiple field, suppose we are having multiple field and I have to find it out the records, then we have to use the advanced filter. So you before using advanced filter, we have to add some rows. Okay, so here from the home button you will find it out the insert option is there, insert sheet rows. Okay, so I am adding 3 more rows. Okay, then after, what you have to do, the criteria range must be have column labels. So what you have to do, you have to uh, select these column labels. Okay, by using Ctrl plus C, and then again you have to paste it. Okay, so we got our column labels here, right? And suppose first of all you have to give the criteria. How to write down the criteria? Suppose percentage, I want to see the student who got 67% or 59%. Okay, so I'm creating, I'm giving the criteria that 59. Okay, so I've created, means I have given the criteria, the students who got 59, it will show the result of that student only. So after that, what I have to do, then after again go to the data tab. Again you can find it out the advanced filter option. See, it is by default, it is already selected the data range. Okay, then after you have to uh, go to the copy to the another location, means this option means I want to see the result in the other location. Okay, then criteria range, you have to select the criteria range. So you can do one thing, you have to select, you can select the cells like this way, just drag it, it will automatically select it. Okay, next copy to, this is the thing that where you want to see your results. So I am going to see my results from J1 from here. Okay, from J1, so dollar sign J, again dollar, again 1, then colon sign, then again how many column labels are there, that is how many columns label are there, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, so 7 columns are there. So from J1, from J1 to, from J1, this is the column label 1, J1, J 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, so up to P, right? Up to P cell I have to select P. How many rows are there? Two rows are there, right? Two. So see, it shows us the result. Okay, Ram. Okay, here you can find it out that the Ram who got 59%. See my criteria. I've given the criteria as 59%. It's showing the result of Ram only. Okay, who got 59% in exam. So this is the advanced filter option where you can create your own criteria and you can filter the data in multiple fields using the specified criteria. Okay, so this is all about advanced filter and filtering data. Now I'm going to show you the data validation. Okay, now data validation means, data validation is used to restrict the type of data or value that user enter a cell. Let us start the data validation to restrict the data entry to whole numbers between 0 to 100. Suppose data validation in a simple way you can say that we are restricting to input any kind of wrong data in our database. Okay, so let's do it. First select the cell range. I am selecting the cell range here. Okay, and again go to the data validation here. Again after that choose the data tab and click on the data validation. In the data validation tools, in the settings, it is by default selected. The settings tab is already by default selected, and after that allow whole number. Okay, the data between my minimum is 0 and maximum is 100. So the what does it mean? It means that the user can enter the number between 0 to 100 only. That is why between is there. Okay, not between, equal to, so many conditions are there. Here I am using the condition that the user only can give the data of 0 to 100 only. Okay, not more than that. After that, input message, in the title input message you can write validation. This is our validation part. Okay, validation in input message, you can write that enter number. Okay, input message, or enter number between 0 to 100. Now in the error alert, if a user, what is the mean of error alert? It shows the it will appear, you will find it out, the error window or error pop-up menu will appear if a user gives any wrong input. So in the error message I want to show to the user that wrong input. So I have set all the things, then click on OK. After clicking on OK, you can find it out that it is showing that validation input message, enter number between 0 to 100. So it is showing to the user. It will show to the user that you have to enter the number between 0 to 100 only. So let's check out that our validation is working or not. Okay. So I am putting the value 18, that is in between 0 to 100. So it will not show any kind of error message. So after clicking on enter, it is not showing any kind of error message to us. Let's check another example. Suppose I am typing 60, it will not show any kind of error message. Suppose I am typing 100 to 80, let's find it out, it will show any error message or not. So now my dear students, look at very carefully, it shows us the error message. This is known as the alert window. So here you can find it out that that it is showing wrong input. Okay, so wrong input to the user. So in this way you can restrict the data, means wrong input enter the in this way you can restrict the type of data or the value that user enter in a cell. Okay, so this is all about today's class. Please do practice whatever you have learned today, and if you face any kind of difficulties, any doubt, please do ask me. Okay, thank you all of you.